Welcome to the European Association for Higher Education Advancements YouTube and podcast channel. Today we're diving deep into how technology is reshaping education.
It really is changing everything.
And we've got a fantastic jumping off point, a recent blog post from the EAEA themselves.
And that's key. The EAEA being a global organization all about quality in education, their perspective matters.
Exactly. So get ready for some truly fascinating stuff. We'll be looking at online learning, reaching even the most remote areas.
It's incredible.
VR field tricks, imagine that.
Wow.
And even personalized learning systems tailored to each student.
The possibilities are really exciting.
I know, right? Okay, so the EAEA kicks things off by highlighting how online learning is revolutionizing access.
Absolutely.
Especially for students who are geographically isolated.
Right.
They even give this example. Imagine someone in a remote village taking a course from a university across the world.
And that ties into a bigger trend.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, it's this global shift towards more flexible learning.
Makes sense.
Self-paced, catering to diverse needs. It's fascinating to see.
And the EHEA points out it's not just students who benefit.
Oh, absolutely not.
It allows educators to reach a way broader audience.
Think about it. Students and educators from all corners of the globe, connecting, collaborating, sharing knowledge.
Breaking down those traditional classroom walls.
Well, exactly.
And the EAEA stresses it's not just static content delivery either.
Right.
They talk about online learning, fostering vibrant online communities with real-time interaction.
And that's so important, that sense of community, even when learning online.
Now let's talk about something straight out of science fiction, virtual reality in education.
Okay, yeah.
The EAEA paints this amazing picture of students using VR to experience the impossible, like exploring the ocean depths.
Wow.
Or even walking on Mars.
That really taps into the power of experiential learning.
Right, learning by doing.
Exactly. Research shows hands-on activities lead to much deeper understanding.
It makes sense. If you're actually doing something, you're going to remember it better. And the EEHE talks about VR being used for practical things, too.
Oh, yes. So many applications.
Like dissections.
Oh, that's a great example.
Or simulating bridge building things that could be expensive or dangerous in real life.
The VR makes it safe and efficient and accessible, too.
Well,
with VR, any student can visit world-class museums, experience historical events, even explore the human body from the inside.
all without the cost of travel.
Exactly. It really levels the playing field.
Amazing. Okay, shifting gears a bit, the EHE also talks about how technology is revolutionizing assessment.
That's a big one.
It is. And they highlight online assessments, which give immediate feedback and track progress.
Imagine a student taking a quiz and getting instant results.
That's got to be so much.
Invaluable. And it ties into the trend of data-driven education. Using insights from those assessments to inform teaching strategies, making things more effective.
So it's a continuous feedback loop.
Exactly. Students and teachers both benefit.
So technology isn't just about giving a grade, it's about personalized guidance.
That's the key.
Which brings us to another exciting area of personalized learning.
Oh, that's a big one.
It is. The EAAA talks about tailoring learning experiences to individual needs and styles.
Think about it going beyond just pace.
Okay, yeah.
Using data to suggest specific resources, activities, even entire learning paths.
So each student has their own unique learning journey.
Precisely. But of course there are challenges.
I bet, like what?
Well, data privacy is huge.
Makes sense we have to be responsible with that information.
Absolutely. And there are concerns about algorithmic bias, too.
Right. Making sure the technology doesn't disadvantage certain groups.
Right. It's something we need to be very aware of as we integrate these technologies.
For sure. But personalized learning does seem to have immense potential.
It really does, if we do it right.
Now, speaking of technology's potential, I'm curious to hear more about
how technology is impacting student collaboration.
Okay, yeah. So far we've been focusing on individual learning, but what about group settings?
Right. Well, think about all the incredible tools we have now.
For collaboration.
Exactly. Students can work together online, share ideas instantly, even co-create content in real time.
So it's not isolating them, it's actually connecting them.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just basic communication, think digital storytelling platforms.
Where students can create narratives together.
Yes. Or collaborative design tools for visual projects, even virtual reality environments.
Wow, so they can build and explore together virtually.
It's amazing what's possible. It really is breaking down those traditional classroom walls.
It is.
And these connections go beyond just student to student.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Well, the IAEA mentions online forums where students can ask questions outside of class,
Makes sense.
or virtual office hours for personalized help from teachers. It fosters a stronger sense of community.
It's a more open and accessible learning environment.
Absolutely. And that openness can extend beyond the classroom, too.
Oh, how so?
Connecting students with experts and resources from around the world.
That's true. There are so many online resources now, videos, simulations, libraries, databases.
It's incredible, the world's knowledge at your fingertips.
But it's not just about passively consuming information.
No, not at all. Technology empowers students to become creators themselves.
You're talking about student blogs, podcasts, videos.
Exactly. Giving them a voice, letting them contribute to the global knowledge base.
It all comes back to personalized learning.
It does. Technology allows for incredible customization, both in how students learn and how they express themselves.
It's amazing. But we have to remember the potential challenges, too.
Of course, those ethical considerations are always important.
Right. As technology becomes more embedded in education, we need to think about its impact.
On privacy, equity, even the role of the teacher.
All crucial points. Technology has the power to revolutionize education, but we need to approach it responsibly.
Absolutely, making sure it benefits all learners.
Well said. So we've talked about access, immersive experiences, personalized learning, collaboration, creativity. What else is there?
Well, this is where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Let's talk about AI and machine learning.
Okay, now we're talking futuristic. Tell me more.
Imagine a system that analyzes a student's learning patterns
Okay.
and predicts their strengths and weaknesses even before they take a test.
Wow, that's like mind reading.
It's closer than you think. AI and machine learning are already personalizing content,
Really?
providing targeted feedback, even identifying students who might be struggling.
So it's like a virtual tutor.
Exactly. And as these technologies evolve, we can expect even more like chatbots that answer questions 204/7.
Or virtual labs for complex experiments.
Exactly. The possibilities are incredible, but of course, there are concerns.
I bet like what?
Well, bias is a big one. If the data used to train these algorithms is biased, it could lead to unfair outcomes.
Right, we have to be careful about that, making sure these technologies promote equity.
Absolutely. And we also need to think about the role of the teacher.
In this AI-powered future.
Right. Will teachers become obsolete? I don't think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you see happening?
I think their role becomes even more important.
Interesting, how so?
AI can handle things like delivering content or basic feedback.
Yeah.
But teachers can focus on things that require human skills, creativity, critical thinking, social-emotional learning.
Building relationships with students?
Exactly. It's a collaboration, humans and technology each playing to their strengths.
That's a good way to put it. AI can be transformative, but we need to approach it thoughtfully, focusing on human values.
Couldn't agree more. Technology is a tool, and it's up to us to use it wisely, making sure it serves the best interests of all learners.
Well said. Now, before we wrap up, I'm curious about one more thing.
Oh,
The changing landscape of higher education. How is technology preparing students for the workforce of the future?
that's a critical question. The world of work is changing so fast, and education needs to keep up.
For sure. So how is technology bridging that gap?
Well, it's giving students access to cutting-edge tools, the same ones used in various industries.
So it's not just theory, they're getting practical experience.
Exactly. And it's not just technical skills. Technology also helps develop soft skills.
Like communication, collaboration, problem solving.
Precisely. Those are essential in today's job market.
Absolutely. Employers want people who can adapt, work in teams, think critically.
And technology can help by creating immersive learning environments that simulate real-world work scenarios.
So it's like a bridge between the classroom and the real world.
Exactly. And that bridge is becoming more and more important as work changes, remote work, the gig economy, new skills emerging all the time.
It highlights the importance of lifelong learning.
Absolutely. And technology supports that too. Online platforms, digital credentials, personalized learning pathways. It's all about continuous upskilling and reskilling.
So technology is shaping the future of both education and work.
It really is. It's an exciting time, full of opportunities, but also some big challenges.
For sure. But ultimately, it's up to us to ensure that technology is used to create a more equitable and accessible learning experience for everyone.
I couldn't agree more. It's about harnessing the power of technology while being mindful of its limitations and making sure it serves the best interests of all learners.
Well said. This has been a truly insightful deep dive.
It really has. We've explored so much, and I think it's clear that technology is fundamentally changing how we learn, teach, and think about education.
It's been a really fascinating look at how technology is impacting education.
It has, and we've just scratched the surface.
I know, right? There's so much more to explore.
As technology keeps evolving, we'll see even more transformative changes in how we learn and teach.
And it's all happening so fast.
It really is. But it's exciting. Think about the possibilities.
It is exciting.
Huh.
We've talked about online learning, virtual reality, personalized learning, AI, all incredible advancements.
And they all have the potential to empower both students and educators.
Right. Creating new opportunities, more engaging and personalized experiences.
Exactly. But we have to be thoughtful about it.
Absolutely. We've talked about the potential downsides too.
We have to make sure technology benefits all learners, not just a select few.
And that it's used ethically and responsibly.
Couldn't agree more. Things like data privacy, algorithmic bias, those are crucial considerations.
They are. Technology can't replace the human element in education.
Exactly. It should complement and enhance human interaction, not replace it.
So it's about finding that balance.
It is. Using technology wisely and intentionally to create a better future for education.
And that's a responsibility we all share.
Absolutely. The future of education is in our hands. We have the power to shape it in a way that benefits everyone.
It's an exciting time to be involved in education.
It really is. I'm optimistic about what the future holds.
Me too. And to our listeners out there, I encourage you to keep exploring these ideas.
Keep the conversation going. Advocate for an equitable and accessible future for education.
It's a journey we're all on together.
And technology is just one of the tools we can use to navigate this ever-changing landscape.
So embrace the possibilities, stay curious, and never stop learning.
Well said.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into technology and education.
It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you.
Likewise. And a huge thank you to the EAHEA for their insightful blog post.
They're doing amazing work.
They are. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries.
And remember, the future is what we make it. Let's work together to make it a bright one for education.
Please don't forget to follow the European Association for Higher Education Advancement on YouTube and social media.